I feel like my bun never looks straight on camera, but I promise it's straight. Hello. So this is a highly requested video. I'm gonna jump right in so this can be a short and sweet video. This will be all about my skincare, what I do, how my skin has become what it is today from what it used to be. So to get right into it, I would say it used to be pretty much a combination of oily and dry. Cue the reel of my skin and how it used to look. I used to have a lot of like redness and discoloration, and definitely had my share of really mean, really bad pimples in my life. I started getting acne when I was like in high school, puberty, blah blah blah, and had it all the way up until, I don't know, college. What I'm about to say to y'all is what you already know, so like I don't know why y'all wanted me to make this video, but I get so many DMs about my skin, and y'all, you cannot expect to heal the external without working on the internal. You're just being ignorant at that point. Like, you're just trying to take the lazy way out at that point, and it's just like, come on. Like, you can mask it, you might find some, you know, Mario Badescu stuff that works for you, and it might work temporarily, but like, it's not healing the root. The root issue is not being healed. You're just masking it. And I think it's interesting because your skin says so much about what's going on internally. Where your pimples show up and where the problems areas are is a direct reflection of the internal organs. I do still occasionally get little blemishes here and there, very rarely, but I'm so like familiar with what caused it now that it's like, oh, okay. So to get into it, I have been vegan since 2016. Feels like it's been way longer, but since 2016 I've been vegan. Before that I was vegetarian. Definitely when I went vegetarian, I noticed that my skin was improving, but it still was like trash because y'all, dairy is like the #1 contribution to acne. There is no rebuttal. Dairy causes pimples, period. It is so bad for your lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, if you're not familiar, is your drainage system, like basically like the sewer of your body. And your skin is an organ, guys. So it has to like drain and do its thing like an organ does. Pimples and acne and stuff like that are just a direct sign that like the lymphatic system is backed up. I can 100% tell you that for myself and for other people I know, that when we stopped consuming dairy, I mean, I stopped completely, but some of my friends like just cut back a lot. Their skin got so much better in like a week, let alone probably like 3 days. For me, that was just the #1 thing that made me like, okay, like my taste buds are not worth my skin looking like this. Like, I hated the feeling of talking to people and knowing the first thing they see is this planet on my face. That sucks, and it feels so good now to be at this place where people are like, oh my god, your skin is beautiful. You don't ever think that's gonna happen when you're like in the stage of blah and red and pimples and toothpaste on your face before you go to bed and all that kind of shit that you used to do. It feels crazy to be at this place where I'm like, I have nice skin. I want to make this short and sweet. I really am trying to. As far as my skincare routine goes, I don't have one. I seriously do not have one. I don't do anything. I will share some products that I like to use on my skin here and there, but honestly, like, I know this seems like a smart ass answer, but it's genuinely the truth. Like, eat fruits and vegetables, period. Breath work. You really want to get your skin like to glow, because once I started doing breath work, my skin was glowing. The blood is flowing so cleanly through my body that it's creating such a glow on my skin, and I'm like, oh, okay skin. And sunlight. So a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, the sun is so damaging to your skin. Oh my god, the sun. You can't sit in the sun, sunscreen. Y'all, the sun has been here. The sun is not damaging. Yeah, I said it. Cue the controversy. That is such a like crazy myth that the sun is harmful to us. Like, nobody wants to take responsibility. We don't want to say that there's a lot of fucking toxic people walking around. Y'all, your body's toxic. The toxicity in your body is causing you to burn. I think that makes like perfect sense. That's like 1 + 1 = 2. Like, if your body was more alkaline, there's nothing to burn. But because you're like the acidity and the toxicity of your body, and like I said, your skin is an organ, causes it to burn. My brother, I will be honest, has a lot more videos on this. He's the health guru all the way, so I will link his down below, maybe if I can find one, or if you want to just DM him directly and ask him about this, because he could tell you more. That is such a myth that the sun is something we should be avoiding. Like, we'd rather avoid the sun than stop eating pizza. Y'all, what? So some natural sunscreens, I'm gonna pop up this tweet. Actually, I didn't tweet this, but this was like a perfect list of some natural sunscreens. These are great natural natural sunscreens. I personally love, I'm like currently on this jojoba oil kick right now, but I love jojoba oil. She is my everything. This is by Kate Blanc. I think I have a code for this. I don't really know. I don't think I'm getting paid, but I think I have something I can link down below for y'all. Jojoba oil is so good. It's personally my favorite right now as far as like sunscreen, or if you get sunburn, then putting this on, it just is like anti-inflammatory and it just makes your skin feel so freaking amazing. It's so good. And you don't need a lot of it. I like to use this for my face more than anything though. Occasionally I use it on my body, and like if I do have some like redness going on from a sunburn, I might put it on there. I usually put this on my face, maybe like 2 drops, and then just kind of like pat it into my face. I never like I'm rubbing, I'm just kind of like gently patting. I like to do it before bed. I don't think I ever really put oil on my face in the morning, like unless it just feels like it really needs it, but I'm usually like a before bed oil kind of person to let it just sink in. And I should mention that like your skin eats, so like if you don't know the ingredients in your skin care products, like your body's eating that. That's why things like coconut oil and olive oil are so good for your skin. They're natural. I like no longer put anything on my skin that I don't know what the ingredient is. Like the same way I don't eat anything where I don't know the ingredient, like period, because your skin eats. It's an organ. There's 1,000 gajillion pores. It's gonna soak in whatever you're putting on it and go directly to the blood. Another thing I want to mention, I don't have it, is Shea Butter. I love Shea Butter. Oh my gosh. Shea Butter oil though, not like the creamy, like thick, goopy Shea Butter. I'm more into like oils these days, I think, more than like lotions. Lotions just feel so clogging. So Shea Butter oil, I'm all out of it like I said, but it is the truth. I've also dabbled with vitamin E oil a little bit. Really a fan of that. Haven't had it in a long time, but you can also just get vitamin E capsules and break them open. 2 other honorable mentions, and by the way, jojoba oil and these 2 I'm about to name, you can also put in your hair. So this looks crazy and I don't really know what happened, y'all. This looks gross, but this is my Rosehip Seed Oil. I don't know what happened to the lid. It looks like I had a dog or something, like it like melted. This is like liquid gold. I use this on my face occasionally too, just when I want to change it up. I honestly, like I said, do not have a routine, so it's really like whatever I'm feeling, and if I'm like let's change it up to rosehip oil. This I've noticed definitely creates such a like softness. Like when I wake up in the morning after using this, and when I do my face, I also like press it into my lips. Like I do all that, so my lips be feeling good too. It feels like it just got really dark in here. Is that a little better? I also have some Argan Oil, like it says body, hair, and face treatment. Argan Oil is amazing. I like to use Argan Oil specifically. I mean, I use it just to moisturize in general, but I also love to use it for like scarring, or like I recently fell off my bike. I'm not gonna show y'all, but I have a pretty nasty scab right here, and so to keep it like moisturized, put a little bit of Argan Oil on there. As far as like washing my face goes, I will typically use Dr. Bronner's. I don't think we're surprised here. I never understood things that were like just for your body and not for your face. Like that doesn't make sense. It's all one thing. I'm gonna not separate it. So I just have the lavender one. I'm almost out actually, but if you're not familiar with Dr. Bronner's, it's so good. It's just amazing. Jojoba oil is in here, coconut oil is in here, olive oil is in here, hemp oil. Like it's just amazing for your skin, and a little goes a long way. Like I have had this since months. Like this was from like a while ago. Yeah, Dr. Bronner's, I've been using it for years. It's just my favorite cleanser in general, in the shower or whatever. It's my go-to. Oh, another oil I want to mention really quick. I don't know if this is like sold everywhere. I got it from a health food store here in Atlanta, but like maybe you can find it online or something. I have no idea. This is the 7 Wonders Miracle Oil. 7 deep penetrating oils in one. So it can be used as a hot oil, a bath oil, a body oil, a massage oil, a hair oil, a scalp oil, and a cuticle oil. How many times can I say oil? It doesn't even look like I've been using it because it goes so far. You don't need a lot at all. This literally makes you feel like a goddess, y'all. Like it is amazing. It feels so good. It is a little thicker than like a regular oil. So again, like I don't use too much of it because then I just look like a big grease ball, but it is so like just, I just feel so good in this. I feel like I could rule the world. It has olive oil in it, burdock root is in here, sage is in here, slippery elm bark, alfalfa, like black walnut. Like these are great herbs, y'all. I take those herbs regularly. So for it to be in an oil that I can rub on my skin, like give me that. Burdock root is in this, like bro, what? Love it. And then I guess I should mention, because who would I be if I didn't, the herbal supplements that I've been taking since I was probably like 17. I have a whole healing highlights guide, shameless plug, where you can find out about all of the herbal supplements that I take and purposes for each and how to take them and why I take them and all that stuff. I will link that down below. But I guess one to like specifically mention that I honestly do not take anymore because my skin is just really happy. But occasionally I might just be like, let's make it really happy. Is kelp. This is a seaweed. Seaweed, as we may or may not know, it has a bunch of iodine in it and a bunch of minerals and a bunch of vitamins, and it's just overall super, super good for your hair, skin, and nails. That's like a known thing. I don't know if anyone didn't know that, but seaweed is just really good for that. Kelp helps the thyroid move properly, thus helping the metabolism move properly, thus helping the blood flow properly, the skin and hair and nails growing. Yeah, I love kelp. This is actually one of like the first supplements other than black cohosh that I started with, so honorable mention for this guy. You can get that anywhere. Yeah, I don't have a routine. Some days I don't put anything on my skin. It really comes down to what you're putting in your body, because it's, like I said, a direct reflection of things coming out of your body. Yeah, you can't really blame anything else but yourself. Like, you can't be like, the sun did it, because honestly I would say sunlight is also part of my skincare routine. I try to get sun as much as I can, and I feel like there's gonna be so many comments that are against the sun right now, but it's fine because I'm really, really happy with my skin. Like, if you saw where it was, I am so happy with where it is. I have watched people with similar regimens of no dairy, extra sunlight, and you know, oils and things, and their skin looks amazing, and I'm just like, this is the truth, y'all. Like, we're really pointing fingers at the sun when we're the one eating fried chicken. Like, I will say also though, just a quick note, like even on a vegan diet, like I was saying, I did still get blemishes, and I think now that I'm raw vegan, there is still oils involved with raw vegan. There can be, but I think oil had a direct effect. I know that's funny because I just said all that oil, but like fried oil, like falafels that I loved so much. It's a fried substance in oil, and like when oil heats up, it becomes a oh my god, what is it called? What is it called? I'm gonna pop the word up here because I'm blanking on what it's called. I can also add really quick that I think mangoes, like I know I advocate for mangoes so much on Twitter, and like that's pretty much all I'm ever talking about is mangoes. But I really do think that mangoes helped my skin like become glowy too. Like along with the breathwork, along with everything that I just named. When I eat mangoes, I definitely notice like glow to the skin. Just fruit in general, I think less is more, y'all. You seriously cannot consume dairy and animal products in general and think that your skin is gonna be like beautiful. Like, it might be, like I said, if you get these products and they might work for you, and okay, but like the internal is still going through it. The truth will always reveal itself. Even if it's not right now, in a couple of years it will. Like all those products you're putting on your skin every freaking day or whatever you're doing, when you're 40 it'll show. I should also, last thing I'll mention, I don't wear makeup anymore, and that was something I did not plan to do at all. I wore mascara for the first time this year, like a couple days ago, which was weird. I hadn't seen myself with that in a long time, and when I took a shower I instantly was like, why do people do this? Because like I had, you know, the whole raccoon eye thing going, and I was like, this is so dumb, I hate makeup. Kind of voluntarily backed off of makeup, and that I think has a huge contribution to my skin as well. I never really did foundation though, don't get me wrong. I never did any like skin makeup, like foundation or cover up. Occasionally if I had a blemish I would cover it up, which doesn't do anything. It just masks the problem. Now if I have a blemish, I just wear it. I'm like, look, I'm going through this thing right now. I feel like I could guarantee you that if you stopped wearing makeup, you would see a change in your skin. Because you're just clogging the pores with all these things that like, what is in your foundation? What is the ingredients? Do you even know how to say those things, let alone know what they are? It just became not worth it for me. My ego is just not where it was, and I don't give a fuck enough to put on makeup every day. Not even for myself. Like, I'm just like, well, I feel really beautiful in the skin that I'm in. And it feels really good to be able to say that, because at one point, no girl. I don't know, this is just my journey, my experience, my knowledge. You disagree with everything, that's cool. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. I think I covered everything. I hope this video wasn't too long. It's really, really simple, guys. You gotta fix the internal to correct the external. That's it, that's all. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.